Are you a mountain person?
And looking forward to your next destination?
We just have the perfect trip for you.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We are here back with a new video.
We are going to share the perfect itinerary for 7-night and 8-day trip to Leh Ladakh.
In this video, we are going to share with you how to reach Ladakh and transportation for getting around in Ladakh, where to stay like hotels and accommodations, best time to visit, and health advisories and inner line permits and other permissions required for your visit in Ladakh, our own itinerary which we followed, and followed by this we'll provide you some tips and bonus for this trip which might be very helpful.
Starting with how to reach Ladakh. So there are multiple ways how you can reach Ladakh. You need to first reach Leh, which is the capital of the Union Territory of Ladakh. So for that, either you can take a car and go on a road trip, or you can directly land there in the Leh airport. If you are going by a car, then the most scenic route would be through Srinagar. So you need to start from Srinagar, go to Kargil, spend a night over there, and then reach Leh on the next day. The whole route is around 420 km and can take around 10 to 11 hours. And if you are going from Srinagar to Leh, then you can return via Himachal Pradesh through Manali. So that is also around 400 km and the time would be around the same time.
If going through flight, you can take a direct flight from Delhi airport to Leh airport, but from other cities of India you won't find a direct flight, so you need to fly to Delhi. Like in our case, we took a flight from Kolkata to Delhi and then from Delhi to Leh. In peak seasons, the flight fares can go as high as up to 6,000 to 7,000 per head, but in other seasons or in the lower seasons you can even get a cheaper ticket within 1,500 to 2,000 rupees also. In our case, it took us around 6,000 rupees per head for the flights. How to get around in Ladakh? So in Ladakh, there is almost zero public services or public transportation. So you need to book your cab or car or bike or scooty, whatever you need. Everything is easily available in Ladakh or in the city of Leh. So in beforehand, I would request you to book your cab through the Ladakh Taxi Union, which is a prevalent union in Leh, and that's the safest way to do it because they will provide you with the fixed rate for all the cars which are available. So the major car which goes there is like big cars like Innova and Krista and these kind of, or XUV and these kind of cars. So as suggested, you book your car through the Ladakh Taxi Union, or you can also contact your hotel, they will provide you with contact details, and additionally we will also provide you with the details of the driver which through whom we booked our services. Do keep in mind that getting around in Ladakh is quite pocket heavy, so booking a cab will be costly, and keep in mind that you always book it through the Ladakh Taxi Union so that you do not get scammed or you have to pay a lot of money. Usually for a 7 or 8 days trip, you will need to pay around 45,000 for your entire trip. So we will tell you in more details while we go through our itinerary. You have thousands of options to choose in the city of Leh. You have got hotels, hostels, dormitories and homestays for your choice. In these hotels, you usually get two types of plans. Either you can book breakfast and bed, or you can book a half board plan. What half board plan means is that you will get breakfast and lunch or dinner. So we chose those kinds of plans because those are more convenient. During the night time, you usually do not feel like going outside, so you can enjoy your dinner in the hotel itself. Apart from Leh, in the Nubra Valley also you get thousands of hotels for your choice. These places are usually tourist friendly, that's why you get multiple options. But when you go to a remote place, you get less options. Like if you stay in Tangse, which is a small village near Pangong Lake, there you get only few hotels for your choice. So I would recommend you to book your hotels in advance so that you get the best price. And one tip would be to talk to the owner of the hotel directly by calling them instead of booking from the various websites which are there. But obviously in these websites you always get a good price, maybe a better price. But we personally like to talk to the owner of the hotel because they sometimes offer you a better discount and it builds a good relationship with the hotel owners.
The best season to visit Ladakh is during the summers. So April to July would be the peak season. During this time, the number of visitors will also be high and the rates will also go up. But if you are looking to enjoy in a pleasant weather and not worry about too much cold, then this is the best season for you. Now comes the shoulder season. Shoulder season can be around September, October. So during this time, the average crowd is also a little bit lower and the prices can also be moderate and you can get a good deal after bargaining. And if you are looking for an adventure trip, then March is the month for you. Just keep in mind that during the winter season, the temperature can be very low and mainly the different roads and passes, mountain passes can be closed as well. So it's best to avoid this season. So talking about health advisory for your Ladakh trip. So as you might know that Leh Ladakh is a very high altitude region and also the greenery and plantation is very low over there because it's a desert area. So whenever you are visiting Leh Ladakh, you need to be very relaxed on the day of your arrival and keep yourself hydrated, eat light meal and then have lot of fruits, etc. And also just keep in mind that you don't need to hurry on the very first day of your trip. You just need to go there, take a chill and rest for 1 or 2 days.
If not taken seriously, these conditions can lead to a major disease which is known as HAPE, which is high altitude pulmonary edema. It's a fatal disease and has to be taken very seriously. So as Megdeepa said, you should always relax on your first day. You should take medicines whenever necessary. One of the common medicines taken is Diamox. So remember, it's not a SOS medicine, it's a precautionary medicine. So if you are taking Diamox, you should take it 2 days prior to your visit to Ladakh. All these details are mentioned in the health advisory provided by the Ladakh government in their website. The Ladakh government has facilitated the inner line permits easily for the tourists. So you can directly go to the link which I have mentioned in the details, or you can also see it on the screen. Go directly to that link and apply for your inner line permit. In the inner line permit, you have the options to choose various areas which you are visiting in Ladakh. It is not mandatory that if the number of areas you are visiting is more, then you have to pay more money. It's not like that. The money or the amount is a fixed one, which is fixed across for all the places you are visiting during your stay. So for the inner line permit, you need to pay rupees 520 for one individual. This excludes the 50 rupees donation which you can make to the Red Cross. If you choose the option for making a donation to the Red Cross, then the price will increase to 570 rupees.
Now coming to the most important and interesting part of this video, our itinerary. So on day 1 of our journey, we traveled from Kolkata to Leh via Delhi. So we took the very first flight in the morning from Kolkata and reached to Delhi airport around 9 to 9:30. Then around 11 to 11:30 we had our second flight to Leh. So you need to keep in mind that mostly all the flights from Delhi to Leh are in the first half of the day. So you need to start early from your home to reach Leh.
When we landed in Leh, it was around 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Our drivers were already there to pick us from the airport to the hotels. The airport is in the middle of the city, almost on the middle of the city, and it took us only 7 or 10 minutes to be precise to reach our hotel.
Our stay for the day was at Sangale Palace Hotel, which was located on the Fort Road. So we reached there around 2 o'clock in the evening, and then we had our lunch, which was a light lunch, roti, sabzi, etc. Then we had some time to just sit and relax in the hotel. So the hotel had a good lobby area and a beautiful garden. So we had to spend some time over there.
In the evening, we took a stroll in and around the hotel just to check the area, and we spotted a beautiful place called Zorawar Fort. So we booked our tickets there because there was an interesting light and sound show going on in that place. And we enjoyed the evening in Zorawar Fort, spending there some time learning about the history of General Zorawar Singh and other related histories for the Ladakh region.
At night, we had a nice spread of buffet dinner at our hotel, and then we ended the day early.
On day 2, we did a city tour of Leh, and which included various places. First, we went to the Hall of Fame, where we offered our homage to our courageous Indian Army soldiers. Followed by that, we went to Spituk Monastery, then Semo Gompa, then Shanti Stupa, and finally to the Leh Palace. After taking a break and doing our lunch and taking some rest in the hotel, we went to explore the beautiful streets of Leh Market.
Leh Market is the best place if you are a shopping lover just like me. So you can get multiple souvenirs, jewelry, stones, silver items, pashmina shawls, salwar suits, etc. And it has a great culture. So we could spot various musicians, playing guitar and different instruments in the cafes of the Leh Market.
Day 3 of our tour was a tour to the Sham Valley. The Sham Valley has top tourist attractions in Ladakh, which includes Gurudwara Pathar Sahib, Magnetic Hill, the Sangam point of Indus and Zanskar River, various monasteries like Likir and Alchi, and also you can extend to Lamayuru. So we did not go to Lamayuru, but we had got to the Alchi monastery and returned back. On our way, we also visited the Sangam, and then we ended our day.
On day 4, we started very early because we had a long journey ahead of us. So first, we started to go for Khardungla Pass, which is the second highest motorable road in the world. It was the highest till few years back, and now it's the second highest in the world. So we visited the Khardungla Pass in the morning. There was a drastic change in the weather, so make sure that you carry winter clothes with you. After visiting the Khardungla Pass, we made our journey to Nubra Valley. In Nubra Valley, we visited the Diskit Monastery first. So Diskit Monastery has a very popular attraction where we have the Maitreya Buddha statue, which is around 106 feet tall. After visiting the Diskit Monastery, we went to Hunder village where we had booked the night stay for that day. So we checked into our hotel in the evening, had some snacks, got some rest, and then we moved ahead for the most exciting part of our journey, which was the double humpback camel ride. So these camels are found in this part of India where we can see the Mongolian tribe of the camels with 2 humps on their back. This camel ride was quite interesting, exciting, and we enjoyed a lot. So this camel ride will cost you around 350 rupees per person. The booking counters are right there where the camel ride is happening. So you don't need to pre-book anything, you can just go there and have a ride. Our stay in Hunder was this beautiful hotel called Hunder Eco Villa. So this hotel had a beautiful garden and their own vegetation. So they had served us dinner with their own plants like broccoli, tomato, and exciting new vegetables.
On day 5, we started again in the morning towards the Turtuk village and the Thang village, which is the last village between India and Pakistan. It's a border village, and when you go there, you will get goosebumps and feel proud seeing, various bunkers of our Indian army. You can also spot few bunkers of the Pakistani army along the border.
After visiting Thang village, we came to Turtuk village, which is a place for the local and traditional community in Leh and Ladakh. So Turtuk village has a very famous wooden bridge, and any vehicle cannot enter this particular village. So you have to explore it on your own, on your foot. After that, we had our lunch near Turtuk village and came back to Hundir. In Hundir, we spent our evening in the local artisan village and explored a few shops. At night, we came back to our hotel and rested there.
Day 6 of our itinerary was an exciting day. We started early and went to one of the ATV ride camps which is there in the Nubra Valley. The ATV ride was really exciting and exhilarating. We enjoyed a lot. It was a cold breeze flowing there at that point of time, and we had really great time. From there, we headed towards the Pangong Lake, the Great Pangong Lake, which was one of the major attractions of our itinerary and definitely the best spot you can visit in Ladakh. We reached the Pangong Lake in the late afternoon following a very treacherous route. And when I say treacherous, it was really taking a toll on us because there were places where there was no roads, only stones and river flowing through those. It was so treacherous that only one car at a point of time could go through those roads. So after going through this route, we really got tired. After visiting the Pangong Lake, we got to this small village called Tangse, where our accommodation for the night was booked. Additionally, you can also get accommodation near the Pangong Lake. There are various camps available for you to stay, where you can spend the night or even stay for a few more days for stargazing, clicking some beautiful pictures of the lake and enjoying your time there.
Our trip was coming to an end. On day 7, we again started early. We had to come back to Leh. During the journey, we visited the third highest motorable road of the country and the world, which is the Changla Pass. After getting to Changla Pass, we visited Thikse Monastery, Hemis Monastery, and our last destination for the day was Three Idiots film famous Rancho School. It was a real experience.
It's hard to say goodbyes, but yes, we had to leave this amazing place on our 8th day in the morning. After having a great breakfast, we left for the airport, the Leh airport, and from there we got to Delhi, and from Delhi we came back to Kolkata, our hometown. And that brings to the end of our itinerary.
Now I'll be talking about the realistic budget for your Leh Ladakh trip. So I'll start with flight tickets. So a round trip ticket for a person will cost you around 10 to 12,000 rupees. Hotel in Leh will cost around 4,000 to 4,200. Hotel in Nubra Valley will cost you somewhere around 4,000 to 4,500. Stay in Pangong or nearby villages can cost you around 2,800 to 3,000 rupees. For the top attraction, camel ride will cost you 350 rupees per person. If you are taking an ATV ride, it will cost around 1,200 rupees for 2 people. Inner line permit can cost around 500 to 550 for a single person. Other tickets for other attractions can cost you somewhat around 700 to 800 rupees per person. If you want to do some shopping, you can keep a separate budget of around 4 to 5,000 for your shopping trips. A car for your entire trip will cost you around 45,000 rupees. So this will be a SUV car, and if you are traveling with your friends, then this cost can significantly come down. You will spend somewhat around 7 to 800 rupees per meal for a couple. So on a whole, if you are traveling to Leh Ladakh for 7 nights and 8 days, you can incur a cost of 50 to 55,000 per head and 1 lakh to 1.1 lakh for a couple.
So it's time for few tips and bonus advices from our side. Firstly, whenever you are booking flight tickets to Leh, always book on the left side or the left window of the flight, because you will get some breathtaking views of the Karakoram from the flight. You can click photos, and although you are not allowed to click videos very near to Leh airport, but definitely you will get a glimpse of the Karakoram. Secondly, I would suggest you that hydration is the key. Remember to keep drinking not only water but tea, coffee, juice and anything liquid you can find. Definitely avoid alcohol consumption and smoking. Also, if you have breathing issues, you can always book oxygen cylinders from your hotel, which are easily available for an additional charge of rupees 2000 per tray. Apart from this, if you are not willing to go on a car and want to get more adventurous and go through bikes, you can easily find various vendors in the Leh city, in and around the market, in your hotels and everywhere. You can rent a bike, you can rent Royal Enfields and all other kinds of bikes to travel. Additionally, if you have few more days extra in your hand, then I would definitely suggest you to go to Hanle Samoriri Lake, which is again a very beautiful lake like Pangong, and also you can visit Sumur and Panamik, these kind of places. So those are our tips and bonus advices.
So that's it for this video. We hope that you really liked it and you are planning to do your next trip in Leh Ladakh only.
So please subscribe, like and share our channel. The subscription you do is free of cost for you, but it helps us a lot and inspires us to visit new areas, new places where we can explore and show it to you. So thank you so much, and let's see you on the next video.
Bye.
Bye.